What's going on? What's going on? You are tuned into the Cigars with Mac podcast. First and foremost, thank you for tuning in. And today I may dibble and dabble into a few different subjects, but I in particular want to talk about validation. Yeah. Today I want to talk about validation. And I want to talk about validation because today I caught a YouTube clip. I don't know how this popped up in my feed, but oh man, it tripped me out. Today I'm smoking a Monte Cristo. I forgot which label it is, which kind of Monte Cristo, but this is like a Maduro wrapper, so we're gonna go with that. Let me go and light this cigar up. Anyway, if you have any show topics, please hit me up at info@cigarswithmacpod.com. That email will be changing. I will just probably get it down to one email because for some reason, I'm not able to get emails at info@cigarswithmacpod.com. So here's the email I'm going to start using. I'm going to tell you right now. Bear with me. Courtney McMillan at cigarswithmac.com. That's COURTNEYMCMILLIAN at cigarswithmac.com. That's Courtney McMillan, COURTNEYMCMILLIAN at cigarswithmac.com. You can hit me up there also. You can hit my line 682-227-1780. That's 682-227-1780. Oh yeah, you can hit me up there. You can hit the Cash App, $ Cigars with Mac, $ Cigars with Mac. Anyway, man, there's so much been going on. So much shootings, these mass shootings from these these terrorists. Man, it's been getting crazy out here lately, man. In Buffalo, New York. Also in Uvalde, Texas, which is near San Antonio, Texas. And it's sad, man. It's sad. Real talk. But yeah, guys, you know, I don't really want to talk about that, man, because it'll have me upset. It'll have me upset. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie. It's so much going on, man. And like I tell people, I'm not here to change anyone. I'm here to just provoke thought. But I also like to talk about a diverse topic, a diverse subjects. I don't just stick to one subject, but what makes everything so unique with me is I'm smoking a cigar while I'm doing it. So, but today I want to talk about validation. Today's clip that I take today, I'm gonna sort of react to a clip from a gentleman named Rich Cooper. He's on YouTube. He has a big following, but as you know, that don't really mean nothing. Hell, Kevin Samuels had damn near 2 million followers, and hardly anybody showed up to his funeral. So that don't mean nothing. Anyway, this video was very troubling to me because this young man called into Rich's show. He was on the, I believe, Zoom meeting with Rich, and it says, "Rich, I need your permission to date a single mom." Rich is a part of what YouTube calls the red pill community. That means that men that are awakened, I guess. The red pill terminology is taken from the Matrix, where you remember when Morpheus gave Keanu Reeves the choice to take the red pill or the blue pill. And anyway, I got someone text me right now, a friend of mine. I'm trying to get some merchandise. I'm sorry. Anyway, hold on, guys. Let me answer this text. I'm sorry about that. Anyway, the terminology was taken from Morpheus, and Morpheus gave what was that young man's name? I'm gonna just give him his real government name, Keanu Reeves, and Keanu had the choice to either stay in the Matrix, or which means stay asleep, or take the red pill and be aware of what's going on around you. So he took the red pill. He asked me about my podcast. I'm gonna send it to him. Anyway, that's what you have in the YouTube community, and you have different pills that people take. So there's nothing wrong with technology, man, but some people have really hidden behind technology. People have hidden behind technology. So now they live behind these communities, these red pills, blue pills, pink pills, rainbow pills, whatever the fuck. See, for me, YouTube, I don't really take YouTube very seriously. The reason why is because most people on it are just there for the business factor. They have it's become a business. You can literally, you can really enterprise off of YouTube. And there's nothing wrong with that, but people got to learn to stop taking some of these people seriously. One thing I learned about life is you never take people too seriously. Don't do that. Never do that. Never do that. So anyway, this gentleman here, Rich Cooper, this is a clip. This is from his page, Rich Cooper Clips, which has 184,000 subscribers. He has another page which has 500,000 subscribers. Anyway, this guy calls in and asks Rich, can he date a single mom? Now, guys, you got to listen to this foolishness. This is crazy. This is crazy, and that's why I had to do a podcast on it. So I'm going to play it for you, and we're gonna stop and start and just kind of listen to it and hear my point of view.
Eric, what do you got for me, buddy?
Hey, what's going on, Rich? Can you hear me?
Good, man. How you doing?
All right, good, because I was putting on these headphones to make sure they work. Man, I just kind of jumped on here. I saw you were streaming, and I jumped on and kind of improvising it here. Not sure if we're trying to stay on topic, but I got something I'm kind of dealing with here at the moment. I figured I would get my bite. So, I mean, I've never had a problem getting women. I mean, I've been a bodybuilder for many years. I've always been physically attractive. As a matter of fact, they kind of ruined my last relationship. I was with a woman for 10 years, and seeing my dad, the way that I grew up with my dad, Hispanic family, was always, my mom left them, was always running around with several women. That's kind of what I learned. So I messed up my last relationship just because I had so many women kind of throwing themselves at me, and I didn't really know what I wanted. After that relationship, I kind of realized, what I do want is to build a family. I'm ready for that stage. I'm 37 now. After that separation, I kind of rebuilt my life. I went back to school. I became a software engineer, so now I make upwards towards 6 figures. I own several properties. I've been really working on creating wealth versus income, and I had an accident. I got back in shape. I've done several things to make my life better. And, I've read your book. I've watched a lot of your videos. And one of the things on my list of finding a wife has been no children. I did that a long time ago. Lost 2 women. Never wanted to do it again. And, I've had my list of things that I want. A few months ago, someone came into my life. I've kind of had them on the back burner because they didn't fill all of the things in the list. She has a daughter. She has tattoos. Even though I'm full of tattoos, it's not really what I want in a woman.
See, if you see, I may use their picture as a thumbnail for the podcast, but that alone is hypocritical. And the fact you're saying you're this big ladies man and you work out, I mean, that's cool and all that, but women don't give a fuck about that, man. Women don't give a shit about that. And you should stay in good shape for your health and because you want to stay in good shape, but he sounds crazy right about now because already you lost me when you called into another man's show to ask him for advice on whether you should date a single mom, but yet, well, the fact that you say you the so-called player, why you need to even listen to Rich Cooper? That don't even make any sense. That's why I say, man, you can't take people seriously. Never take people too seriously. Don't do that.
And I just kind of had it there on the back burner, but this woman has just stuck with me, even though I've kind of been pushing her away, and I'm kind of.
He a goddamn lie. He ain't pushing that girl away. He's lying. He don't want Rich to get in his ass. That's what it is. Like I said, this is hilarious. He hadn't been pushing her away. He's lying.
Not sure what to do, because, on one hand, she has these things that I wanted to limit myself on. I mean, that I didn't want to have in my life. I didn't want to raise another man's child. But the situations are quite different. I mean, honestly, I mean, she had the baby. She's 22 years old, so she's much younger than me, which is a huge plus for me because I want to have a big family. The first guy that she was ever with, which was one guy, is how she ended up getting pregnant. He left her, so the guy's not even in her life, so it's a child with no man involved. And man, this woman is willing to do anything for me. We just got off the phone. We were having a huge conversation about her tattoos, which I was telling her I really like you, but this is like a deal breaker for me. And she's willing to go get all these tattoos removed.
I don't even believe that. If she's as inked up as you say she is, man, getting those tattoos removed is going to make her look horrible. And why do you want to change her? See, that's the problem with people who want to be validated. They always want to change people. You got to learn to accept people for who they are, where they are, and what they do when you meet them. You can't be trying to change people. See, that alone is problematic to me. And you're 37 and she's 20, in her early 20s, 21, 22, I believe is what he said. So like to me, you're winning, man. That's the thing about some men. We as men, man, sometimes we don't know when we winning. We as people, not just men, but we as people don't know when we winning, man. See, that's the problem right there. People don't know when they winning. People don't know when the fuck they winning. You winning, bro. So what? She got tattoos. You got tattoos. What does that really matter? How is that really a deal breaker? One thing you got to know about relationships is that you're never going to get 100%. I don't care what. There's going to be flaws. I don't care what. Let's finish playing this YouTube video.
She's very well off. Her parents left her several properties. So she has a net worth upwards towards, close to 7 figures.
So she's very well off. Her parents left her property and she's worth well to 7 figures in her at 21, 22. Dude, you a damn fool if you leave her. See, as a man, you got to be confident in who you are. Now, this guy got all these big muscles with all these tattoos, but he's not confident in himself. I've learned no matter what you do, you got to be confident in yourself, especially as a man, because society don't give a damn about a man. And that goes against races, classes, everything. When you a man, you got to figure it out. Other day, I'm always on my son about tucking his laces in his shoes so his shoestrings will last longer. Plus, it looks neater. And he told me that he couldn't do it. He told me to keep coming out. I said, so what they mean you need to do? He said, I said, figure it out. Figure out a way. I'm teaching him now at 11 years old, son, you got to figure it out. I'm here to help, but it's going to come a day where I may not be there. And there are some things you got to just figure out. And this man says he has a father. And I'm wondering, did his father put anything in him? Because my dad wasn't around all the time. But anytime he dropped little gems that made sense to me, I soaked up the game in it. I soaked that game up because you can learn from anyone. You can learn from a fool. You know how you learn from a fool? How not to be a fool. Oh yeah. But some dudes, man, I don't know. They are still trying to seek validation from other men, other people. No, man. Don't concern yourself with that. Live how you want to live. Do what you want to do. Let's finish playing.
Not that money is everything, but she's a young girl with
Where does she earn the money at 22 where she can buy so much real estate?
She's 22, Mom. That's right.
She kind of inherited a lot of properties, and she's very, very frugal. So she saves all her money, which is kind of how I am.
Hold on, man. You got a woman that's saving bread, dude? That's very rare. Men always complaining about women spending all this money. You got a woman that's frugal at 22 years old, and I'm willing to bet you he's lying about that age. I know he's lying about that age. He's lying. She may be like 42 or 32. He's just lying about the age. But he's so thirsty for attention, he had to come on Rich's show and get approval from his YouTube father.
I'm very frugal, so that's one of the things that's very important for me. Not marrying a spender. I'm kind of all about saving money, throwing it at assets.
So what this is really about is you're looking for Rich's blessing to date a single mommy.
And yeah, I guess.
Boy, that's some coward shit. You looking for Richard's blessing for single mommy. I bet you Richard thinking to himself, this dude's a fucking fool. He might well let me fuck on her, because he want me to bless off on the shit. And he better be careful. Rich may end up fucking his woman. See, that's the thing. This guy Rich, I try to listen to some of his podcasts, but man, he's just too dry for me. He's too dry for me. But this right here is a good clip right here. I like this. He did well with this one. Like I said, I just heard about the guy today. And yeah, man, you don't ask no other man no bullshit like that. Should I get with her? Should I marry her? Should I fuck her dad? You're a grown goddamn man, son. You're a grown ass fucking man.
I guess, yeah, in a way, man. Yeah, it's kind of, I told myself not to do it, and here I am.
Look, man, you read my book. I have an entire chapter on dating single moms, so it's not like you're marching into a slaughterhouse with your eyes closed. You know exactly what you're walking into, right? You've evaluated it. You're going to do what you're going to do anyway, right? Like,
Facts.
My advice to guys is still the same. Women without kids are still a far better choice. I get that you're 37 or whatever it happens to be, and you want to have kids, and you tripped across this.
I don't know what nationality he is, but in the black community, man, it's rare to find a woman without kids. I was able to marry my wife without kids because she was 19 years old. I was 21, and nowadays it's even rare. So, man, she only has one kid. What's the problem? Like he said, you need Rich's blessings to be with single mommy. Man, he low-key insulting you, to be honest with you. He low-key calling you an idiot.
Unicorn of dude, I think, quotation marks. That's your call, dude. But you're still going to invite all the levels of complexity in your life, raising some other dude's seed. And you're never going to be able to get rid of that. Like, that's always going to have to be a part of your life. Even if you have 5 other kids with her, she's always going to, that's always going to be the 6th that you didn't sire, that you still raised, right?
I know humans, we're animals, but as a man, average man's not thinking about that. Not thinking about that. I don't give a fuck what you say. If a man's thinking about a kid that he didn't so-called sire, it's usually because he has insecurity issues in himself. I don't care if a man dates single mothers or not. It doesn't pay my bills one way or the other. But my thing is apparently you like this young lady, why not be with her? Why you need another man telling you how to date a bitch? That's crazy. Why do you need another man to tell you whether you should marry this so-called millionaire chick? It's apparent she financially has more than you.
So, I mean, if you can live with that and you're cool with that, you do you. But my advice to guys still stays the same.
Yeah, it's definitely been one of the things that, and like you said, I read your book, I've been down this path for a long time, and I've analyzed it from other aspects where I'm like, well, there's no baby father in the way, so I'll never have to deal with another man. She's well off.
Yeah, but it doesn't
young,
change the fact but it doesn't change the fact that you're still raising another man's seed.
Yeah.
The kid doesn't have your DNA, doesn't have your last name. It's, some.
I tell that to people sometimes, and I think like the red pill community is where people hear the things that we say sometimes. Like, that's so insensitive for you to say.
It's so insensitive,
yeah.
Eric. How could you say that? It's like, it's a fact of reality. Like, the kid didn't come out of my balls. It's not mine. Like, what part of that is confusing to you, right?
Yeah.
People get mad when you talk about stuff like that.
The kid did not come out of my balls. Why is there such a concern? Why does it matter? If you like the chick, be with it. It seems like you're getting a lot of cooperation. And that's why I say you're trying to be validated by a motherfucker you don't even fucking know. You're trying to be validated by a motherfucker that ain't paying not damn bill for you. And this equates to our everyday lives. Why are we trying to be validated by people? People who don't give a damn about us. The only people I need to concern with validation from is my family, my wife, my 2 sons. Everybody else don't matter. There's no way I would come online and ask another human being to validate me. It just makes no sense to me. It's stupid. And it shows his lack of security within himself and within his relationship. It's kind of like I've had friends of mine that they date a chick and they let me meet her and they like basically want me to kind of give the okay that she looks good. And I'm like, man, I don't give a fuck. That's your bitch. I don't care. The fuck they got to do with me? You fucking her every night, not me. Does she meet what is she what you're looking for? That's all that really matters. What I think shouldn't matter any goddamn way. But you have and at this man's age at 37, I mean, dude, you should still be trying to find your identity. And that's the energy I get from watching and listening to what this man says, because this is just insane to me. I'll get a person's opinions on some things, but on something that is towards a relationship, especially a serious relationship, I don't care what people think. And you have a lot of people nowadays. See, here's the thing with this guy. He's so inundated with this YouTube red pill community manifesto and YouTube red community bylaws that he can't even give himself an opportunity to see when he's winning. And that's why I believe nothing should ever be set in stone, because times change, people change, things change, values change. I can remember 20 years ago, just 20 years ago, a woman having a tattoo, it symbolized something negative. But now women have tattoos. I've seen women that's inked the fuck up. It's normal. It's not a big deal anymore. There are some good women who just have tattoos, just admire body art. They enjoy having tattoos. They want their body inked up. There's nothing wrong with that. He just said she's worth close to 7 figures. I don't care if she had the body of a tiger with them tattoos. If she's, on my program and we mix well together, what's the problem? I don't need another man to tell me who the fuck to date.
For me, it's very important to create a bloodline. It's not just raising a kid and having.
Well, you're infringing you're infringing your time, resources, and everything on somebody else's bloodline when you raise another guy's kid. So if your bloodline is what counts, then you have your answer.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, every situation is different, right? I mean, understandably.
Well, that's what guys will say, right? It's complicate life,
right.
justify why. Every situation's different. She's worth 7 figures. She's got loads of real estate. She's willing to take the tattoos off. She's totally in my frame. She's sweet. How long have you been dating her for?
Man, it's been about 8 months, and even then, like, dating is.
Are you still spinning plates?
What was that?
Are you still spinning plates? You still seeing some other women?
Yeah, very, very rarely. Even though I have women.
Yeah, goddamn lie.
Throw themselves at me all the time. I have so many goals right now. Like,
ain't nobody throwing themselves at this dude, man. Dudes always lying about what they getting and knowing they fucking lying. Quit lying, man.
I work 7 days a week right now. I have all of these goals to create wealth, and this chick is cool with everything. Like, she comes to visit me. Like, she gives me all this time that nobody else will give me. Like,
dude, there's loads of women out there. There's loads of women out there that tick off all the same boxes, but don't bring some other motherfucker's kid, and tell
yeah.
I'm just saying, right? But I mean, if you live in a limited,
Can you imagine if Shaquille O'Neal's father, Sarge, didn't come into his life because, his mom had a child? Look at Shaquille O'Neal. The man is very successful. He's impacted a lot of lives. He's a brand now. He's always been my favorite center. I buy Shaquille O'Neal glasses. Because I can tell you right now, I'm not saying he wouldn't be the Shaquille O'Neal we know, but he credits his success to having a father in his life who was there. His father has since deceased, but yeah. Sarge showed him how to be a man. Nothing wrong with you having stepchildren. See, that's something I try to tell people, man. Mind you, I'm not a stepfather. But when it comes down to being a step parent, I can tell you right now, it's really about approaching the child from a friend standpoint. Mind you, the little girl he spoke about, I want to say she's 2 years old. I don't think that part is played yet, but I listened to the video prior to me even coming on the podcast. And yeah. Apparently her father's not around, so this is your opportunity to be a father. I think he said he has 2 kids already. Let's finish playing.
Demographic where there's not a lot of options and your time's limited, and you've spun plates, and this is the cream that's rose to the top, and that's a choice that you're willing to make. Guys, like, you're always going to make concessions when it comes to picking mother stock, right? It's like, what is it going to be? Like, Jaron just put it in here. I was just about to say it, so the single mom is the easiest option, basically, is what you're saying, right? They're always easy at first. They're always, simple to deal with. Date her for a couple of years and see what she's made of. See if you really want to be with her after 2 years. See if you want to make her a mother of your 5 kids and your legacy after a couple of years of dating her, dealing with her kid, taking vacations with the kid, doing family events with her and the kid, sort of thing. See if you still want to be with her then, right? My advice to you is just to slow down and really, get your head wrapped around if this is...
I'm like a snail pace, believe me. I'm like a snail pace. It's
no, you're not.
I even struggle to call her my girlfriend, but this girl just sticks by me, man, and it's just been one of those things where I'm like, kind of waiting my options.
Eric, with all due respect, it's very easy to do for the first 8, 12, 14 months. Like, apply some stress to the relationship.
No, it's not.
Try this. Try to discipline her kid. Like, you've met her kid. try to discipline her kid. See if she lets you discipline the kid when it misbehaves. See if the kid pulls some shit like "you're not my father."
This motherfucker said if it misbehaves, like it's a fucking animal. It's a fucking child. It misbehaves. And that's something I noticed a lot of on these talk shows and dating shows. You're asking the potential stepfather, when you're asking the mother, can a potential stepfather discipline your child with corporal punishment? And up front, most parents are gonna say, hell no, you don't need to discipline my kid. You know, why you want to put hands on a child? This child probably is already well disciplined. There's no need to even go there. But it's a 2-year-old. And see, that's the thing. You got to be careful with telling people certain things about your life, because they'll be literally envying you the whole time, but they're in the back door like, oh, I got to get at her. This idiot don't want her, I'll take her. See, this motherfucker don't know he winning right now. He thinks shit is sweet, bro. You are winning right now, dude. Crazy, man.
Well, the kid is actually she just turned 2, but that's kind of what has left me here. She wants me to take that role. She has very conservative roles where she's like, listen, I have all of this money. I don't even know what to do with it.
Okay,
I need somebody to come in.
Have you had an opportunity to discipline a kid's bad behavior?
Yeah, and that's kind of why she wants me to come in. She kind of wants me to come in. She believes that.
What child doesn't have bad behavior? Adults have bad behavior.
A baby needs a male leader, a male role, kind of, and she's like that submissive woman that a lot of people are looking for. And I mean, it's just one of those things I haven't, like, she wants me to discipline the child. She wants me to adopt the child and then give me a bunch of other kids.
Does, dude. There's no father around. That's why she wants you to adopt the child.
Yeah. Sad,
listen, man. You know my stand on it. You've read my book. There's an entire chapter on dealing with single moms. Read it again. Read it 3 times if you need to. Like, you know what you're dealing with here, right? So just do whatever it is that you want. You're going to do what you want anyway. But just walk into the slaughterhouse that you're marching into with your eyes wide open. Yes, you're painting her to be a much better option because she doesn't have debt. She doesn't have any financial issues. She's conservative. She's in your frame, blah, 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 blah. She wants to have more kids, all that sort of stuff. I get it. I totally get it. But just completely understand what it is that you're marching into. And very good point over here is the wealthy broke man says if she's traditional, she won't have any tats.
Yeah, that was our one.
Some of these dudes living in the Stone Ages, man. Women have tattoos now, man. Women are sleeved up, inked up, got good corporate jobs. They own successful businesses. Man, what's the big deal, man? See, you listen to a bunch of guys that don't have women. You're listening to 30 and 40-year-old virgins, man. You listening to motherfuckers that ain't getting no ass, ain't seen ass. You listen to motherfuckers that ain't seen no pussy since they came out their mama pussy. And you taking advice from these clowns? If she's conservative, she wouldn't have tattoos. See, people, the problem with most human beings is they don't allow wiggle room in life. Everything is straight down the middle. It's either black or white. It's no in between. That's crazy to me.
Dude, if she was traditional, she wouldn't have any tats. If she was traditional, she wouldn't have some other motherfucker's kid in tow. Mm-hmm. Let's just be honest. Right?
Yeah. So, I mean, there's a story behind that. It was a year of college.
Fine. But I mean, like, you're putting her up on a pedestal and you're trying to, dismiss certain negative traits that she's bringing along by highlighting and spotlighting. She owns real estate and she's worth 7 figures and blah, blah, blah. And she's really submissive and she's in my frame. I got it. Right? But you can't dismiss the fact that she's got tattoos. You can't dismiss
Yeah,
the
I
fact that
fucking
she
hate
had
them.
a
I hate them. I
child.
can't stand them.
How do
I
you
can't stand the damn tattoos.
how do you hate tattoos while you tattooed up? That's stupid. Then why you have tattoos?
I'm
funny
full
too.
of tattoos here.
Well, again, like this is like people that are watching right now, and I'm turning the camera to talk to you people because these fucking people always argue with me. We have a guy on right now that's completely tatted up that doesn't want anything to do with a chick with tattoos. Men and women are not the same. Okay, we have different wants. Do you understand what I'm saying? This is like one of the examples that I'm showing you here and now, sort of thing. Anyway, you get the point, Eric.
Yeah. Thank you
We
for
good?
your time, and I appreciate it.
brother.
Yeah.
Thanks.
All
man.
right.
See ya. Peace. Hey guys, I really hope that you enjoyed that short clip. If you
This guy sells supplements. That's what he's promoting, his supplement line, from what I'm saying. Yeah, he's giving out this advice, but the guy is corny as fuck. It's like, this motherfucker corny as hell. People listening to this guy, and I don't think he believes his bullshit. He's just basically going off data and information, and he knows what sells. Nothing wrong with that. But you're letting somebody talk you out of a good relationship when that does not apply to them. It applies to you only. See, that's the problem with people. You trying to use somebody else's ideology for your own, that ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work at all. It's like right now I see the kids graduating high school, and I didn't graduate high school. I have a GED. I'm a high school dropout. I dropped out of high school at 16, got my GED at 17. But that won't work for everyone. I passed my GED on the first go round. Some people, if they fail a GED one time, they're done. They don't have the energy to do it again. But me, I got mine at 17. Because, there were things that I wanted to do in life. I was ready to get up out of high school. You're not going to catch me at a homecoming, high school reunion, classmate meetup. I don't care about shit like that. I'm an adult. That's high school is child's play to me. And I still have friends from high school, middle school, elementary. But, I'm not sitting back reminiscing on those good times because I was a kid. I was a child. I don't live in that imaginary world anymore. But you got this man here trying to use another motherfucker's ideology to apply to his own life. He says he's successful. He says he's a systems engineer. He says his girlfriend, they've been together 8 months. She wants him to adopt a child. Man, she has more to lose than you any day. But see, a lot of times people have you doing shit they wouldn't do. People have you doing shit they would never do. And a lot of times you got to understand, this guy, Rich Cooper, looks very socially awkward. With all them protein shakes he got and supplements, he looks very socially awkward. And the guy he was giving advice to, he probably should have been giving Rich advice. To be honest, Rich has on thick Coke bottle glasses. He looks socially awkward. But yet he feels he's qualified to give people advice, but the motherfuckers actually chiming in. So hey, can't knock the hustle. But again, people, don't seek validation from anyone. Live your life how you want to live it. And understand what works for one may not work for all. That's my opinion. Thank you for tuning into the Cigars and Mac podcast. I'm out.